the previous class, I told you the gist of Two Gentlemen of Verona, right? Now we'll see in detail of the Two Gentlemen of Verona written by A.J. Cronin. We'll start the class. As we drove through the foothills of the Alps, you remember I told you the narrator and his companion are traveling through the Alps. So here V denotes the narrator and the companion. Narrator and companion. As we drove, what does mean by drove? As we drive, the past tense of a drive is drove. As the narrator and companion drove through the foothills of the Alps. Alps refers to the mountains. When they were traveling, two small boys. Do you remember? I told you two small boys. Who are they? Niccolo and Jacopo. The two small boys stopped us. Who is this us? Us refers to narrator and companion. On the outskirts of Verona. On the outskirts of Verona. So, when the author, that is when the narrator and the companion were traveling through the Alps, they met the two boys. Who were the two boys? Niccolo and Jacopo. The Niccolo and Jacopo stopped the narrator and companion. For what purpose they stopped? They were selling wild strawberries. Niccolo and Jacopo were selling the wild strawberries. Don't buy, warned the Luigi. Here another one person interrupted. Don't buy, warned Luigi. Who is this Luigi? Driver of the narrator. Who is this Luigi? Driver of the narrator warned our narrator not to buy the strawberries from the boys. Why? A cautious driver, cautious, very careful driver. You will get much better fruit in Verona. Don't buy from them. You will get much better fruit in Verona. Need not buy from the two boys. Why Luigi told like that? Do you remember? Luigi, the driver of narrator. Besides these boys, he shrugged his shoulder to convey his disapproval of their shabby appearance. The boys, the two boys looked shabby. Here the word is mentioned, shabby. What is meant by shabby? Looked very they wore untidy dress, unclean. They were not at all looking neat. Their dresses were not at all clean. And so the driver Luigi suggested the narrator not to buy wild strawberries from the boys. One boy had worn jersey. Here the dressings of the boys are mentioned. Who are the two boys? Who are the two boys? Niccolo and Jacopo. One boy wore jersey and cut off khaki pants. So the dress of one man told jersey and khaki pants. The other shortened army tunic. Army tunic, army cloth gathered in loose folds. The dress were not at all fit. About his skinny frame. Skinny frame is mentioning about the thin boy. Yet gazing at their two little figures with their brown skin. They were looking very, very dull, pale, right? Tangled hair. The hairs and all not good. And dark, earnest eyes. The eyes are very dark, eagerly waiting for something, earnest. They need in search of something. They are in need of something. We felt ourselves strangely attracted. My companion spoke to the boys, discovered that they were brothers. My companion, whose companion? The narrator's companion, found that the two boys were brothers. Who were the two boys? Niccolo and Jacopo were the brothers. Niccolo, the elder, was 13. I told you the Niccolo, the elder one, was at the age of 13, and Jacopo, who barely came up to the door to handle of the car. The Jacopo's age was 12. It is not mentioned here. Let me tell you. Niccolo was at the age of 13 and Jacopo was at the age of 12. He came to the door to handle the car. He came near the car door. Was nearly 12. We bought their biggest. Who bought their biggest basket of strawberry? Narrator and the companion bought the biggest basket of strawberry and then swept off toward the town. From there they started moving towards the town. Next morning, coming out of a hotel. Who came out of the hotel? I told you, no? The narrator and the companion stayed in the hotel on the outskirts of the Verona. So when they came out of the hotel, we saw our friends. Who are the friends of narrator and the companion? That is Nicola and Jacopo. We here refers to the narrator and the companion. Narrator and companion saw our friends. Who is his friends? It refers to the Nicola and Jacopo. Bent over, shoe shine boxes beside the fountain in the public square. What they were doing now? They were doing another task. See, yesterday when the narrator met the two boys, they were selling wild strawberries. Now, what they are doing? They were just shoe shining. They were polishing the shoes. Shoe shine boxes beside the fountain in the public square. In the public square, in the central area, the two boys were busily polishing the shoes of other, doing brisk business. They were doing it very briskly. We watched. Who is this we? The narrator and companion watched for a few moments. For a few moments they watched it miracle. See what happened? Yesterday they were selling strawberries. Today they were polishing the shoes. At a younger age, how these boys are very active. Then as the trade slackened, when the trade slackened, what is meant by slackened? When it went low, that is when the shoe polishing activities became low, when the people did not come, we went over. When there were nobody to polish the shoe, we went over. Who went over? The narrator and the companion went near the two boys, Niccolo and Jacopo. They greeted us with the friendly faces. They welcomed them. They gave a warm welcome. Niccolo and Jacopo welcomed the narrator and the companion with the warm friendly faces. The warm welcome. Who thought? I here refers to the narrator. I thought you picked fruit for a living. I thought for your living, for your earnings, for your daily routine life, you were selling the strawberries. I said, see, they do many activities. Niccolo and Jacopo, they sell strawberry and they polish the shoe. Even they act as a guide. See here, I thought you picked fruit for a living. The narrator told that I thought you picked fruit. You were selling strawberry for your living, for your daily routine life, for your earning. For that Nicola said, I said, we do many things. Whose words are these? Nicola. What Nicola answered seriously? He glanced at us hopefully. Often we show visitors through the town. See, he glanced. Glanced means looked. At us hopefully. At whom? At the two boys hopefully. See, the narrator and the companion amazed at looking the two boys very hopefully. See, often we show visitors through the town. We not only do the task of selling the strawberry, polishing the shoe, we even show visitors through the town. That is the activity of guide. One who acts as a guide. We often take the visitors to the Juliet's tomb. Juliet's tomb. So they did 3 tasks and other places of interest. If they wish, I will take them to the Juliet's tomb or other places of interest. Whatever the place they mention, we will take them in the Verona. All right, I smiled. You take us along. So all right, I smiled. You take us along. I smiled. Who smiled here? The narrator smiled and said, you in the sense Nicola and Jacopo, take us also to the Juliet's tomb. Even we are ready to visit the Juliet's tomb. Okay students, in the next class we will see the remaining. Thank you.